Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, taking a look at the Cascade Passes, it is snowing fairly heavily right now at Willamette Pass. There was a little bit of some snow on the roadways at that just a little bit ago. Diamond Lake not appearing to see any snow accumulating on the road. Lake of the Woods, same kind of scenario, although temperatures are all below freezing into the low 30s and upper 20s. Our satellite radar composite, you can see we do have plenty of showers in the region moving from the northwest towards the south and the east, and there's still more activity off to the northwest, even though it's not being picked up by radar. So we're still going to continue with plenty of showers for tonight and most of the day for tomorrow as well. Now our stormcast showing some of those showers in the region, and they'll continue moving from the west towards the east. You can see the wind arrows indicating some pretty decent wind for tomorrow as well. We'll cover that in a bit. But as we go through the day tomorrow, showers will eventually decrease, and we could have a little bit of a break late Sunday night into early on Monday, with the exception along the Oregon coast, because you're going to have the leading edge of the next system moving into the area. And Monday will be kind of a showery and cool day. Not a whole lot of difference from today and on Monday as well. So we'll continue with the showers. Eventually the showers are going to decrease late Monday, and into Tuesday, they'll really start to taper off. We're going to be on the tail edge of the next system, and we're finally going to begin the drying trend in our region. So our forecast for tonight is going to be cold, especially Klamath Falls, Wairika, below freezing. We'll be into the mid to upper 30s here in the Rogue Valley, so definitely cooler tonight compared to last night. Now for tomorrow, temperatures are going to be warmer, because we're going to see, not even because we're going to see sunshine, but because the coldest air mass is starting to push away from our region. We'll be looking at 45 for Klamath Falls, 55 in Grants Pass. Now, we've picked up a pretty good amount of rain. We were looking at these rain amounts earlier, and once we get the grand total, we're going to be looking at about 2.5 to 3.5 inches for the coast and the coast range. Very beneficial rainfall for this time of year, especially because, well, I was looking up in the data, the last 10 Mays, 8 of them have been dry, so good start for the month of May. Cascades, 1 inch to 1.5 inches grand total. Mount Shasta, you've already been picked up about 1.1 inches so far, so you'll get a little bit more. Here in the West Side Valleys, Medford, a little over 1 inch. We'll pick up a little bit more as well. So variable amounts east side as well. Now snow levels pretty low now. They'll drop to about 2,500 feet for tonight, go up to about 4,000 feet tomorrow afternoon, and slowly and surely go up as we go through Monday. How much snow are we going to be looking at between earlier this morning and through 5 o'clock on Monday? Well, we could be looking at anywhere from 4 to 10 inches of snow into the Oregon Cascade Passes. Remember, a lot of this is melting on contact on the roadways, so some of it will accumulate, but we won't see all of it at the same time. Anywhere between 1 to 4 inches for East Side Passes, and a couple inches possible for Siskiyou Summit. It's going to stay pretty gusty in terms of the winds for the next several days, but the interesting thing is going to be the wind direction. So for tomorrow and Monday, blustery east the Cascades, but the wind is generally going to be out of the west. Now once we get towards Tuesday, we're going to start seeing that wind shift a little bit from the northwest, and we're going to be looking at blustery conditions for most locations. Wednesday, though, the wind again kind of starts to shift from the northeast. You can see that along the Oregon coast as well, pretty windy for Wednesday. But by the time we get towards Thursday, the wind is going to be out of the east. So that's a very strong offshore flow, and that's going to be a complete change in our weather pattern. We're going to keep that northwesterly flow for the next couple of days, keeping the showers in the region, but then high pressure really starts to build in once we get towards Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday, and that's going to be that easterly flow, and boy, temperatures are going to really warm up as a result. So here's your forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures staying into the 50s through Tuesday, and then 60s and 70s for the latter part of the week. Still stays pretty windy though for several days. Northern California wet through Monday, drying out beginning on Tuesday, and temperatures warming up from the 60s on Wednesday to about 80 degrees by next weekend. Klamath Basin, we're going to go big temperature swing from 45 for tomorrow to 75 and sunshine by the time we get to Sunday or Saturday. Cascades, we'll be looking at snow for the next couple of days. Eventually that snow will decrease, and then we'll be looking at drying and warming as we get towards the latter part of the week. Still cold overnight lows. And for the Rogue Valley, temperatures creeping up just a little bit for each day for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The warming starts and drying begins on Wednesday. Could be in the mid 80s, feeling like summer by the end of next week.